Welcome to Santa Barbara and to a brand new season of Forester Baseball on the Foresters Broadcast Network. It's opening day, and the Foresters' quest for an 11th MBC title begins today. Well, I'm Hunter Shoemake, and we welcome you to Santa Barbara High School. And before we start the new season, let's take a look back to last year. It was a season ago that the Sturs went 27-11, their overall record in CCL play, or a clip of 23-9. That was the best in the CCL South. When the Sturs made it to Wichita for the MBC tournament, they won their group a perfect 3-0. But in the quarterfinals, their season came to an end at the hand of the Lone Star Kraken, dropping that game 6-4. And starting today, the Sturs look for their 11th MBC title. And who will they go to on the hill? The man who just completed his freshman season with Pepperdine, Jack Fowler, who had 4 starts and 20 appearances with the Pepperdine Waves, gets the ball on opening day. They'll be playing the Philippines baseball group, who started their season yesterday down in Compton against MLB Academy. Dropped that game 5-1 to the MLB Academy Barons. But here's the lineup today for the Philippines. Leading off, Nomar Vasquez. To bat second and at first, Gavin Vanderpool. In the 3-hole in left field, Hector Pina. Batting fourth and in right, Simon Hoffman. To bat fifth and at third, Braden Sells. In the 6th spot, the DH, Ethan Granillo. Batting 7th, doing the catching, Micah Tagium. In the 8th spot, in center field, Noah Rodriguez. And on the back end, in the 9th spot, the shortstop, Christian Santiago, with Stefano Gonzalez, will get the ball for the Philippines baseball group. Before we get ready for Nomar Vasquez to come to the plate, the defense for the Sturs, Josh Woodworth will be at third. Marcos Grease is at short. Joseph Sandusky is at second. Wylan Nelson is at first. Liam Wilson behind the plate. Kurt Ippolito will be in left. Makani Navarro returning Foresters in center. And Jake Despain out in right. It's a warm day. Beautiful day from Santa Barbara. The road to Wichita for the Sturs begins today. And their first opposition, the Philippines baseball group. Here's Vasquez. Yesterday in the opening game of the season for the Philippines, went 0-2 down in Compton. Fowler brings home a first pitch strike underway. Brand new season of Forester baseball. 0-1. Vasquez, Vanderpool, Pina. Quickly ahead is Fowler, 0-2. And Jack from Pleasanton, California, graduate not too long ago of Foothills High School. Starts off his outing with a K, 1 away.
There we go. And that strikeout sponsored by Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating. First baseman, number 7.
1 away. Here's Gavin Vanderpool. Vanderpool, 2-way player. Pitched and also came to the plate yesterday in the opening game of the season for the Philippines baseball group. One of his plate appearances, he worked a walk, also tossed an inning, was the last pitcher on the hill defensively for the Philippines. That's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike on the starting first baseman for the Philippines. Comes a 1-1 from Fowler. Nice pitch for strike 2. And Fowler, really a 4-pitch mix, 4-seamer, a slider, curveball, and also a changeup that the left-hander works. Good block behind the plate. Wilson, 2-2. After Vanderpool, Hector Pina. Second game of the season for the Philippines, opening day for the Sturs. And that's back-to-back Ks for Fowler. 2 down.
And another strikeout sponsored by Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating. Now batting for the Academy, the left fielder.
Fantastic start for Jack Fowler. Played his first season of collegiate baseball just down the road with the Pepperdine Waves. 38 innings of work this season for Fowler. Last time he pitched was on May 15th at Santa Clara. And he went 2 2/3. 2-6 record for Jack, also a save on the season. Falls behind to Hector Pena, 2-0. And Hector at the plate. It was yesterday. He was serving as the DH, defensively in the field today in left. A 1-for-2 day yesterday. Back to Fowler, but charging in is Grease. Makes the play. 3 up, 3 down. Through a half on opening day for the Sturs, scoreless. Foresters coming up next.
Foresters fans love to watch a winning team. Like the Foresters, Coastal Copy has also put together a winning team. For more than 50 years, the friendly folks at Coastal Copy have been your local source for copiers, printers, and equipment service for businesses of all sizes. Call them today at 800-995-8835 or visit coastalcopy.com. Coastal Copy is proud to be a sponsor of the Foresters radio family and of the Hugs for Cubs. Coastal Copy and the Foresters, second to none.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
Through a half scoreless game, opening day for the Santa Barbara Foresters. After a year ago going 27-11, their overall record. They won the CCL South with a conference record of 23-9. Here's the lineup today for Santa Barbara. Leading off in that short will be Marcos Grease to bat second at first. Wyland Nelson batting third at second. Joseph Sandusky in the cleanup spot, the DH, Aiden Camberg. Batting fifth and at third, Josh Woodworth. Batting sixth in center field, Makani Nabarro. To bat seventh and in left, Kurt Ippolito, returning Forester from 2 years ago. In the eighth spot, the catcher, Liam Wilson. And in the ninth spot, the right fielder, Jake Despain. And the Sturs will be facing a starting right-hander for the Philippines. Stefano Gonzalez gets the nod today for the Philippines.
Foresters, sponsored by Mission Linen. Let's stir it up for the shortstop, number 1, Marcos Grease.
So here's Grease, recent graduate, Orange Lutheran High School down in Orange County, hails from Tustin, California, south of where we are currently in Santa Barbara. Committed to TCU, leads off the brand new season for Santa Barbara. First pitch misses away from Gonzalez, 0-1. The start of a 34-game regular season for Santa Barbara, and the Sturs returned 9 players from last year's season. And on this roster, 4 players from Arkansas, 4 guys from Texas A&M, where they played this past college season. Here's a 1-1. Just down for ball 2. Grease, Nelson, Sandusky. Bottom of the first, scoreless game. That's into center. Rodriguez moves in. 1 away. That's going to bring up Wyland Nelson.
Now batting for the Foresters, sponsored by BMW Santa Barbara. The first baseman, number 26, Wyland Nelson. 28, correction.
So it's Nelson. 1 away, base is clear. Man who hails from Ventura, California. Just south of where we are in Santa Barbara, down the freeway. That's outside first, strike 1. And Nelson, an impressive two-way player this year with SBCC. Santa Barbara City College was the SoCal City College Player of the Year. He hit .353, almost 7 long balls, and also on the hill, a 10-0 record. An impressive freshman year for Nelson. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just misses away from Gonzalez. Bolt 2. When you look back to yesterday's game for the Philippines baseball group, end up using 3 arms in the 5-1 loss to MLB Academy. Just had 3 hits, but expended 4 arms yesterday. As Gonzalez gets himself back in the count, evens at 2-2. The base is clear, 1 out. Nelson had an OPS of over 1,000 this past season. Sees the 2-2. Full count. Jason high fastball. Nelson stays alive. But the on-base percentage for Nelson this past year with Santa Barbara City College, 483. Then the Forsters find their first base runner of the 26 campaign. That's on the infield. Vasquez says he has it. 2 down. That brings up Sandusky.
Now batting for the Foresters, sponsored by the Mesa Cafe. Please welcome second baseman number 4.
So here's Joseph Sandusky. Just finished up his freshman year with Weatherford College, a junior college in Weatherford, Texas. Hails from the Lone Star State out of Round Rock. Recorded 231 plate appearances this year with Weatherford. Stands in, bases clear, 2 down. Takes the first pitch ball from Gonzalez. So just like the man in front of him, Nelson, very impressive numbers for both the number 2 and number 3 hitters for the Sturs. Sandusky hit .317 and slugged over 500. One and one on the starting second baseman for the Sturs. To the left side, Santiago will make the play. Good back end speed from Sandusky down the line, but 3 up, 3 down for Stefano Gonzalez. Through 1, scoreless from Eddie Matthews Field in Santa Barbara.
It's out of here. It's tough to tell whether that's another Foresters home run or one of the many flights going out of the Santa Barbara airport. With 22 daily departures and 11 direct destinations, including Chicago, Dallas, Las Vegas, San Diego, and Seattle, there's no need to drive and fly when you can take off local at the Santa Barbara airport. Prepare for a departure from the usual travel experience. Choose SBA and depart differently. A proud partner of the Santa Barbara Foresters.
Second inning, it'll be Hoffman, Sells, Granillo get their first look at Jack Fowler, the starting left-hander for the Sturs. And even, granted we're just in the second, we look to tomorrow's game. Another left-hander will get the start on the hill for the Sturs. And the left-handers were a premium last year. Not too many left-handed arms on the roster for the 25 Foresters that were knocked out of the quarterfinals of the NBC tournament at the hands of the Lone Star Kraken. Here's an 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Simon Hoffman. Hoffman yesterday, 1 for 2 day. He brought home the lone run put up on the scoreboard for the Philippines. And that hit was good for 3 bases, a triple for his first hit of the summer. There was a day for the Philippines yesterday where they only amassed 3 hits and able to push in 1 run. That's upstairs 2-2. Hoffman sells Granillo, 4, 5, and 6. Both starters face the minimum through 1. And this is a CCL season with 10 full member franchises, 5 teams in the north, 5 teams in the south. Along with 5 affiliate teams. And the Philippines are an affiliate of the CCL South. Do not play as many games as the full member franchises. The count is run full on Hoffman. Strikeout number 3 for Fowler. The high fastball gets Hoffman 1 away.
Another strikeout brought to you by Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating. Batting now for the Philippines, third baseman number 5.
Already the 3rd K for Fowler. And you look back to this last season with the Waves for Jack. 33 Ks. His 20 appearances and 38 innings. That's on the inside corner. Starts off things with Braden Sells with the fastball on the inner half. Remember Fowler, 4-seamer, slider, change, and a curveball that he utilizes. He gets ahead 0-2 on Sells. That's going to hit him. A hit batsman with 1 away in the second. First base runner of the game.
Ouch, that looks like it hurt. This hit by a pitch brought to you by AltaOrthopedics.com. Got hurt? Call them.
Ethan Granillo.
Sells down to first. Here's the DH, Granillo. Ethan yesterday 0 for 1 against MLB Academy. That's dot on the inside corner at 87, 0-1. So with the Philippines as an affiliate of the CCL South, last year they only played 24 games compared to the Foresters playing 32 conference games. This has potential. Woodworth, Sandusky, Nelson, they got them both. And a 5-4-3 double play ends the second. Fowler working quick. Bottom of the inning, scoreless from Eddie Matthews Field.
During this time of record market highs and gradual economic recovery, it's essential you have someone you can trust. For 10 consecutive years, the Santa Barbara News Press Reader's Choice Poll has awarded Tremblay Financial Services recognition for the financial guidance they provide their clients. Tremblay Financial Advisors continually educate their clients with new options and financial planning tailored fit to you. For more information or an appointment, call 569-1982 or log on to tremblayfinancial.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Centaurus Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Tremblay Financial Services and Centaurus Financial are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including potential loss of principal. No investment strategy can guarantee a profit or protect against a loss in periods of declining values.
Bottom of 2, scoreless game, Camberg, Woodworth, Nabarro for the Sturs, 4-5-6. Get their first look at Stefano Gonzalez. That's foul outside third, strike 1 on Aiden Camberg. Camberg also spent his last season with Pepperdine, his redshirt junior campaign, after spending the year prior to that at Santa Barbara City College, and then 2 years ago with UC Santa Barbara, redshirt with the Gauchos in 24, played 20 games this year with the Waves. That is lined and caught by Vasquez. Nice play over at second. One away.
Now batting for the Foresters, sponsored by
That's going to bring up Josh Woodworth.
third baseman, Josh Woodward.
Woodworth was a part of that 5-4-3 double play with Sandusky and Nelson linking up with them. So Fowler just had to face the minimum through 2. And Josh starting at third base today, and this massive roster for the Sturs, remember, returning 9 players from last year's team. And a team, of course, that did come up short in the ultimate goal of winning the NBC. That's the goal every year of a Forster season. Sturs have done it now 10 times, the last of which was in 2022 on the back end of 3 straight NBC titles. And one thing Bill Pintard, the head coach and manager for the Sturs, said, really praised last year's team, committed to doing it right and committed to winning. And as a result, you see 9 players returning from last year and also the year before that teams. That's inside, so it's now 2-1, and the number 5 batter, Woodworth. The year where the Santa Barbara Foresters claimed the CCL South. That's the line, but straight to Braden Sells. And a pair of lineouts in the second, 2 down. And Gonzalez is working well, the starting right-hander for the Philippines baseball group. After the Philippines lost yesterday in their opening day game to MLB Academy. Scoreless right now, here's Nabarro. And if you tuned in and last year came to the yard to see the Foresters play, you'd be familiar with Makani Nabarro.
Direction now batting, Makani Nabarro.
Makani, last year with the Sturs, played 23 games during the CCL season, 42 plate appearances. He's quickly in the hole, 0-2. The 0-2 to Nabarro. And that's a strikeout to end the inning. A foul tip back in the glove of Tagum. 6 up, 6 down for Gonzalez, scoreless after 2 in Santa Barbara.
It's out of here. It's tough to tell whether that's another Foresters home run or one of the many flights going out of the Santa Barbara airport. With 22 daily departures and 11 direct destinations, including Chicago, Dallas, Las Vegas, San Diego, and Seattle, there's no need to drive and fly when you can take off local at the Santa Barbara airport. Prepare for a departure from the usual travel experience. Choose SBA and depart differently. A proud partner of the Santa Barbara Foresters.
For a full range of outpatient physical therapy services, go to Alta Orthopedics Physical Therapy. Our experienced and compassionate therapists, Bill Oakley, Alan Edmondson, and Andy Eubank, will provide you with a custom rehab program. For sports injuries, spine care, post-surgical care, and more, you'll enjoy our state-of-the-art facilities and receive a comprehensive program catered to your greatest physical potential. Alta Orthopedics Physical Therapy, where the Foresters go to heal. Visit altaortho.com.
Third inning from Santa Barbara High School, scoreless between the Philippines Foresters. Game 2 for the Philippines. Opening day for the Sturs. Strike one on Micah Taguium, then Rodriguez Santiago. Bottom 3, as that was the 24th pitch tossed by Jack Fowler. Quickly up, 0-2 on Micah Taguium. And for the Sturs today, hope to get Fowler 4 to 5 innings and then go to the bullpen, ease these guys back into playing after some of these guys haven't thrown in a couple weeks. That's a towering fly ball to left center field for Micah Taguium, and it is at the base of the wall. Taguium cruises into second, and a leadoff double starts the third.
For the Philippines, center fielder number 50, Noah Rodriguez.
First hit of the game. The starting catcher gets down to second. Now here's Rodriguez. Noah Rodriguez yesterday 0 for 1. Fowler starts off his first plate appearance with the ball away. 1-0 for the number 8 batter. Opportunity for the Philippines. After the leadoff double, that's a shot to left. Easy for Ippolito. 1 away. If you're joining us late, the defensive alignment for the Sturs: Ippolito in left, Navarro center, Despain in right. On the infield, Woodworth, Grease at short, Sandusky at second. Nelson is at first. Liam Wilson does the catching on opening day. Here's the number 9 man, Christian Santiago. After the leadoff double by Taguium. Strike one. Santiago yesterday on opening day, 0 for 3. It was a summer ago for Santiago he spent with the San Diego Bombers. That is over to Sandusky. Makes the play, 2 down, over to third Taguium.
Back at the top of the order for the Philippines, second baseman number 9, Nomar Vasquez.
Back to the top of the order for the Philippines. An opportunity to plate the first run of the game. It's Nomar Vasquez. He K'd his first time. Big breaking ball, strike one. That curveball at 70 from Fowler. Fastball sitting 88-89 for the starting left-hander who plays with Pepperdine. And that's a scorched ball down the line into left back, and Ippolito is there. Making the catch on the run, running out of real estate, but Kurt Ippolito makes the play. And after the leadoff double, the Philippines strand Taguium after 2.5, scoreless from Santa Barbara High School.
For all kinds of tasty treats, things to eat and drink. Thanks for supporting the Foresters by
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
Foresters fans love to watch a winning team. Like the Foresters, Coastal Copy has also put together a winning team. For more than 50 years, the friendly folks at Coastal Copy have been your local source for copiers, printers, and equipment service for businesses of all sizes. Call them today at 800-995-8835 or visit coastalcopy.com. Coastal Copy is proud to be a sponsor of the Foresters radio family and of the Hugs for Cubs. Coastal Copy and the Foresters, second to none.
Bottom of three, Ippolito, Wilson, Despain. Scoreless game. Gonzalez remains on the hill. First pitch misses down, ball one. And it was Kurt making some good range out in left field, according to 2 of the 3 outs in the last half inning. That's into the gap in right center field, and Ippolito will start off the inning with some extra bases. The leadoff double for Santa Barbara. Ippolito has the first hit of the season for the Sturs.
First hit of the year for the Foresters.
And a finished thought on Kurt Ippolito.
By Laureus College.
2 years ago, Kurt was with the Foresters. So welcome back to Eddie Matthews Field for Kurt.
Wilson.
So Ippolito at second brings up Liam Wilson, starting catcher for the Sturs. An opportunity for Santa Barbara to bring home the first run of the game. Strike one. So Wilson just finished up his second year at Harvard. And hails from Chandler, Arizona. Wilson, this past year, 34 starts. Every game that Wilson played in, he started with the Harvard Crimson in the hole 0-2. Wilson was able to check it. Ball one. And by the way, after the leadoff double by Ippolito, first base runner against Gonzalez the entire game, faced the minimum through 2. Two and two. One of the notable games this year for Liam against Penn on April 25th. It's 3 for 3 along with 2 extra base hits. He's able to check it. Over to third goes Ippolito, the ball in the dirt. And Kurt over to the third station. And the count is now full for Wilson. And as we progress through this season for the Foresters, how aggressive they will be on the bases. It's one of the staples for the Santa Barbara Foresters and Bill Pintard. Putting pressure on the defense. That's down, ball 4. So Wilson, after falling behind, works a walk. 2 on, nobody out for Jake Despain.
By Santa Barbara City Mayor Randy Rouse. The right fielder, number 43, Jake Despain.
Jake just finished up his sophomore year with Golden West Community College. Strike one. Led the team as the Golden West boys this past season, hitting .361. He brought home 10. He's got the first RBI of the season, sitting over at third base in the form of Ippolito. That is foul. Strike two. Despain out of the 9 spot. Next will be Grease. And remember, for the Sturs, the transition playing with the lumber from the typical college ranks and the composite bats. Always a bit of a transition period, getting familiar with the wood bats. It's 0-2 on Despain.
Bring him in. Bat on the ball, you can do it.
1-2 pitch from Gonzalez.
It's all right.
Outside third.
Come on, kid, here we go. Base hit, right here, base hit, right
Despain, who hails from Manhattan Beach. Despain pops it up. In the foul ground goes Vanderpool, makes the play, and at third base, Ippolito holds. 1 away.
Back to the top of the order for the Foresters. Shortstop, number 1, Marcos Grease.
2 on, 1 out. To the top of the order, Marcos Grease. His first time flew out to center. Ippolito, the lead runner. After the leadoff double by Kurt. Lays it down. It's a beauty. No play. First run comes in. Ippolito scores. Grease lays down the bunt. 1-0 Sturs.
And the Foresters take the lead 1-0. Now batting for the Foresters, sponsored by
Beautiful bump by Grease. Impossible play from Braden Sells, the third baseman who charged. So 2 on, 1 out, 1 run in. Now the number 2 batter, Nelson. Big cut, strike 1. There's a ball into right. Hoffman toggles to his right for out number 2. Two down. First and second. Now for Joseph Sandusky.
Now batting for the Foresters, sponsored by BMW Santa Barbara. The second baseman, number 4, Joseph.
Sandusky's first time grounded out to short. 1 run in for Santa Barbara. Can they tack on? Sandusky brought home 40 in his season this year with Weatherford College, the JC in Weatherford, Texas. Wilson is the lead runner at second. Ball 1. Game 1 of a 34-game regular season schedule for Santa Barbara. And every goal, every year for the Sturs, make their way to Wichita and end up winning the NBC tournament. Last time the Sturs did that was in 2022 on the back end of 3 straight. And the Sturs first won their first NBC title back in 2006. And since that point, they've found 10 titles. It's 1-1. That's out of play. Down the right field line, strike 2.
Great care if you could bring that foul ball back, and we can give you a Blenders in the Grass smoothie card. But do be careful out there.
Even when you look at the CCL South standings, even though the Foresters don't play in the CCL postseason, the Sturs had a 4-game edge over at the Conejo Oaks. Ended up winning the CCL championship last year over the Sonoma Stompers. 1-2 on Sandusky. Here's Sells, can't make the play. From second base, Wilson to the plate, and he scores. Santa Barbara on top 2-0 in the third. Wilson plates the second run of the inning.
Now batting for the Foresters, sponsored by Doug Scott. Please welcome.
Goes down as an E5, and a 2-out error continues the inning. Costs the Philippines a run. And it's now Camberg at the plate. To Hopper to Vasquez to retire the side. But it's the Foresters that strike first. They push in 2 on 2 hits. After 3, 2-0 Stirs.
Foresters on top, 2-0. Once again, fans, our taco truck is available.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
Fourth inning, Foresters on top 2-0 over the Philippines baseball group. Vanderpool, Pina, Hoffman. Strike one on Gavin. Starting first baseman went down looking his first time. That was back in the first. Good slider, 0-2. The objective today for the starter, Fowler, to get through 4, maybe possibly 5 innings. We'll see how far he can go. That's dot on the outside corner. Vanderpool goes down looking, 1 away.
Now batting for the Philippines, Hector Pina, left field.
Fourth K for Jack Fowler. Now he's got some cushion with the Stirs pushing in 2 runs on 2 hits in the last. Strike one. Pina 0 for 1, ground out to short. Pina starting in left field today for the Philippines. Remember, Philippines, an affiliate team of the CCL South. What that means, not playing a full schedule. Playing less games, all on the road. 0-2. There's the 0-2. Ball 1. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jack Fowler. 2 down.
And another strikeout brought to you by
5 now on the day for the lefty. Plays for Pepperdine. And that brings up Simon Hoffman. Hoffman went down swinging his first time back in the second. When you look back to last year's season series, the Philippines and the Sturs met 3 times. On all 3 occasions, the Sturs prevailed. First time they met was on June 13th. 3-0 win. Met 2 days later. Rather, that first game, Foresters won 5-1, and a couple days later put up 18 runs against the Philippines on the 15th, which was the anniversary of the Foresters' first game. That misses inside, so after back-to-back Ks, Fowler falls behind Simon Hoffman 3-0. Fastball finds the upper part of the zone, 3-1. There have been 2 base runners to this point for the Philippines, hit batsman and a double. Got underneath it and out of play. Full count. Payoff pitch. Lost him, ball 4. And a 2-out walk for Hoffman continues the inning for the Philippines. First walk given up by Fowler. And that now brings up Braden Sells, who's the first man to reach base back in the second when he was hit by a pitch on his leg. And remember, in the last inning, the Philippines had a leadoff double of their own, and Taguium was stranded at third. The Sturs in the bottom half of the inning led off with a double, and they were able to plate 2 to take a 2-0 lead on opening day. Here's a 1-0. Runners on the move, a late jump, wide throw, but making the play was Sandusky. Wilson lasers him down at second. Sandusky does the rest. Hoffman thrown out at second, and after 3.5, Santa Barbara by 2.
Thanks for listening. But how would you like to read about your favorite team? Hi, this is Jim Buckley, and I'm proud to announce the publication of our first book about the Foresters, Stir It Up, the story of America's most successful summer baseball team, is out now. 100% of the profits from this new book will benefit the Hugs for Cubs. You can buy one at the ballpark or online. Visit sbforesters.org for a direct link, or look us up on bookbaby.com. You can also pick up a copy locally at the Mesa Bookstore, or Chaucer's, or the Tecolote Bookshop. Stir It Up includes a complete history of the team from the founding by Bob Townsend in 1991 through all 10 national championships under Bill Pintard. You'll hear again from great Foresters players, read about the Hugs for Cubs, check out our all-time records, and much more. Help the Hugs and read Stir It Up. More info at sbforesters.org.
Bottom of the fourth. Woodworth leads off. New pitcher into the game for the Philippines after Gonzalez goes the first three, giving up 2 hits, 2 runs on the board for the Sturs. Kyle Holquin now on the hill, the right-hander, faces 4-5-6 Woodworth, Navarro, Ippolito. Sturs by 2. That's fouled back off Atagium. 1-1. Josh, his first time lined out to third. So the first pitching change comes in the 4th inning for the Philippines after yesterday using 4. Here's a 1-1 to Woodworth. And that's a shot into left. Well hit, long run as they'll stay in the yard for Pina for out number 1. Woodworth retired for out number 1 in the 4th. That's going to bring Makani Navarro. Said it his first time, but welcome back to Makani. Played last year with the Sturs. Hit .270 across 42 plate appearances. And Makani recently committed to the University of Hawaii. So congratulations to Navarro, who spent his last 2 years at Cuesta College in San Luis Obispo. Just finished up his sophomore year. He was from Bulletin, up north of Santa Barbara. That's on the inside corner, 1 ball, 1 strike. Makani struck out his first time back in the 2nd. The Foresters playing the affiliate, the Philippines, today. They'll also play an affiliate tomorrow, the Santa Maria Indians. And there's a lot of history between the Sturs and the Indians. Santa Maria, some time away from the CCL. They are back, a longtime rival for Santa Barbara. We can get into that tomorrow when the Santa Maria Indians come to town, another affiliate. But it's 1-2. Evens the count, 2-2. Holquin thought he had a called strike 3. The number 7 man next, Ippolito. Full count. And Makani, one of 9 returning players this year for the Santa Barbara Foresters, a team that had so much chemistry last year. A very tight unit, the 2025 Sturs. Ball 4. A 1-out walk for Navarro. Gets on in front of Ippolito. Kurt had the gap shot in the last inning. Led off with a double. Came around to score. The 2 runs on the board for the Foresters. 1 on, 1 out. Navarro's on the move. That's to the left side, base hit. Ippolito 2 for 2.
Sponsored by Mission Linen. Let's stir it up for number 10, the catcher, Liam Wilson. We are Cal-El's trip tonight. Let's go.
Here's the man who plays for Harvard, Liam Wilson. Walked in the last inning, scored a run. Breaking ball in there, strike 1. That ball was scorched, but well foul outside the pole. In the left, strike two. And Wilson, actually the last game that he played this season with Harvard on May 3rd, had 4 runs batted in, went 2 for 3. He's got 2 on with 1 out in the 4th. Sturs looking to tack on. But it's nothing in 2. Ball 1. Good cover by Tagyum behind the plate. Kyle Holquin entered this inning fresh. Forster's behind him. 2-2, played down to first, and Vanderpool keeps that ball in the infield. That's a good play by the starting first baseman. We saw Nabarro on the move on the first pitch to Ippolito with just 1 out. Santa Barbara extremely aggressive on the bases. There they go. That's high, no throw down, 2 into scoring position for the Sturs. And just to put numbers to the statement last year, remember in just 32 games of CCL play, they stole 91 on 119 attempts. Nabarro, the lead runner, now at third. Count is full. Chopper sells the long throw to get Wilson, but Nabarro in for the 3rd run of the game. RBI ground out by Wilson, 3-0 Sturs.
Sponsored by Strength Happens, the right fielder, number 43, Jake Despain.
Wilson gets his first ribby of the year. Brings up the number 9 batter, Despain. 1 on, 2 down, 1 run in for the Sturs. At 82, strike 1. Despain fouled out to the right side in the last inning. Granted, that was against Gonzalez. The starter just went 3. That's fouled off to the right. Now to play, nothing in 2 for Jake Despain. Said it his first time. Led the team that is Golden West CC this past year at 361. 0-2. That's high. Throw down to third. Gets away. Ippolito to the plate, and he plates the 4th run of the game. 4-0 Santa Barbara. So Ippolito got him with a single, stole 2 bases, and then scores on the error. It's 1-2 now on Despain. He will strike out to end the inning. But the Sturs push in 2 more runs after 4, 4-0 Santa Barbara.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
For a full range of outpatient physical therapy services, go to Alta Orthopedics Physical Therapy. Our experienced and compassionate therapists, Bill Oakley, Alan Edmondson, and Andy Eubank, will provide you with a custom rehab program. For sports injuries, spine care, post-surgical care, and more, you'll enjoy our state-of-the-art facilities and receive a comprehensive program catered to your greatest physical potential. Alta Orthopedics Physical Therapy, where the Foresters go to heal. Visit altaortho.com.
4-0 Forster lead. Fowler back to work. That was his 46th pitch of his outing. Faces Sells, Granillo, Taguium. 5-6-7 for the Philippines. 1 ball, 1 strike. Starting third baseman Sells, who was hit by a pitch. Remember, he was standing in the last inning before Hoffman was caught stealing. Bouncer, Woodworth on the move. 1 away. That's going to bring up the DH, Ethan Granillo. We'd like to remind you that this 5th inning is brought to us by our friends at Finney's Craft House. Finney's now has 2 locations in Santa Barbara, 1 on Lower State Street and 1 in Goleta. Finney's is a great place to gather before or after any Foresters game. Finney's Craft House. Granillo bounced into a double play his first time. Ball 1. 4-0 Santa Barbara lead. 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Skied on the infield. And it looks like it'll be Sandusky as for out number 2.
To our friends at Finney's Craft House for sponsoring the 5th inning. Finney's in the 5th. Now batting for the Philippines, the catcher, Micah Taguium. Young fans, listen for an announcement between innings about the Finney's.
There's been 1 hit so far for the Philippines. And it's off the bat at the man at the plate, Micah Taguium. A double off the wall, which led off the third. He was stranded at third. Stands in with the bases cleared, 2 down. Ball 1 from Jack Fowler. Guys now throwing in the pen. The objective was to get Fowler 4, maybe 5 innings. 1 out away through getting through 5. And be in line for the win on opening day for Santa Barbara. Remember, the starting left-hander spent his freshman year with Pepperdine. 20 appearances and 4 starts on the year for Jack. That is lined and caught by Woodworth. A 3-up, 3-down 5th, and Fowler through 5. And the Stars on top 4-0 over the Philippines.
It's out of here. It's tough to tell whether that's another Foresters home run or one of the many flights going out of the Santa Barbara airport. With 22 daily departures and 11 direct destinations, including Chicago, Dallas, Las Vegas, San Diego, and Seattle, there's no need to drive and fly when you can take off local at the Santa Barbara airport. Prepare for a departure from the usual travel experience. Choose SBA and depart differently. A proud partner of the Santa Barbara Foresters.
Foresters lead by 4. Bottom of the 5th inning, Holquin remains on the hill. Faces the top 3, Grease, Nelson, Sandusky. Marcos 1 for 2. Had a bunt single his first time, flew out to center. 2 runs in the third, 2 runs in the fourth for the Stars on their opening day game. Strike one. This fifth inning brought to us by our friends at Finney's Craft House. Finney's now has 2 locations in Santa Barbara, one on Lower State Street and one in Goleta. Finney's is a great place to gather before or after any Forester game. Finney's Craft House. 1-1. Count on Grease. Getting his first look at Holquin. Two and one. So with the Sturs returning so many players from last year's team, that's not always really a common thing. Summer collegiate ball teams, a lot of turnover year to year. But Bill Pintard just so happy and pleased with what his team did last year. Yes, they came up short, lost in the quarterfinals. But the legendary manager, Bill Pintard, always says, rather lose with a bunch of winners than win with a bunch of losers. Got knocked out of the quarters last year. What can they do this year? Returning 9 guys, and they've got some bats in their lineup. Got underneath it, Rodriguez in center without number 1. One away, base is clear. Wyland Nelson to the plate. 0 for 2. Last time flew out to left, popped up to second, back in the first. Very familiar with this area is Nelson. Already said it, but spent his first year collegiately with Santa Barbara City College. And what a year it was. The SoCal City College Player of the Year, two-way guy. Threw over 100 innings this past season, along with an OPS of over 1,000. One and one. After Nelson, Sandusky in the Finneys, 5th inning, 4-0 Sturs. That's a liner straight into right, and it is at the wall. Nelson to second base, and a one-out double for the starting first baseman, Nelson.
Sponsored by BMW Santa Barbara. Please welcome
4 hits for the Sturs, 2 doubles. The Sturs have scored 2 runs in the last 2 innings. That's now Joseph Sandusky. 1 on, 1 out. Sandusky 0 for 2. Was grounded out, then reached on error. Fly ball to left. Pena to his left for out number 2. Nelson looking to advance, and he is safe. Aggressive on the fly out to left. Over to third, 2 down. So 2 down. The 5th run, 90 feet away. And the DH, Aiden Camberg. Chance for his first RBI of the season. Brought home 2 this past year with Pepperdine. From San Ramon. High school graduate in 23. But he is so familiar with this area. Of course, in Pepperdine, down in Malibu, but has spent 2 years in the Santa Barbara area. And 24 was with UC Santa Barbara, 25 with Santa Barbara City College. And that year with SBCC, second team All WSC North selection. Gets ahead 3-0. Woodworth would be next if Camberg can continue the inning for the Sturs. – 3-0 pitch to Camberg. Lost him. A 4-pitch, 2-out walk for Aiden Camberg continues the inning for Santa Barbara. The runners on the corners. And now a visit to the hill for the Philippines. Remember, this is a Philippines team that is an affiliate of the CCL South. Do not play a full schedule. They did play yesterday. Lost 5-1 to MLB Academy. But for all the affiliates playing all their games on the road, a tough thing to do. You don't have a home base, always on the road. And playing less games as well. The Philippines played about 10 games less than the Sturs in last year's season. Nelson at third. Camberg with the 2-out base on balls at first. Brings up Josh Woodworth. 4-0 Sturs in the 5th. Chopper in the hole. Tough play for Santiago. In comes Nelson. And it's now 5-0 Santa Barbara, brought home by Woodworth. RBI single by Josh as his first hit of the summer, along with his first RBI. So now the Forsters have scored in the last 3 innings against the Philippines. 5-0. Here's Navarro, ball 1. McConney, his last time, walked, stole a base, scored a run. First time up he struck out, that was against Gonzalez. Strike 1. And Holquin, who's already been visited by the Philippines coaching staff, wants to take care of this inning with Navarro, with Ippolito on deck, who's 2 for 2. Here's a 1-1. Runners on the move, down to third base, and that ball trickled away. But 2 stolen bases now. Camberg over to third, down to second, Woodworth. It was a strike at the plate for Navarro. 1-2. This past year with Quest had 29 runs batted in. And that's going to hit him. A hit batsman loads him up for the Sturs with 2 out in the 5th.
Ouch, that looks like it hurt. This hit by a pitch brought to you by AltaOrthopedics.com. Got hurt? Call them.
So McConney reaching safely for the 2nd time today. And they're loaded up for the man who's 2 for 2. Kurt Ippolito. Bases filled with Forsters, already a 5-0 lead for Santa Barbara. And a fly ball to center. Rodriguez has out number 3. The Sturs leave him filled, but after 5, they're on top 5-0 over the Philippines.
For a full range of outpatient physical therapy services, go to Alta Orthopedics Physical Therapy. Our experienced and compassionate therapists, Bill Oakley, Alan Edmondson, and Andy Eubank, will provide you with a custom rehab program. For sports injuries, spine care, post-surgical care, and more, you'll enjoy our state-of-the-art facilities and receive a comprehensive program catered to your greatest physical potential. Alta Orthopedics Physical Therapy, where the Foresters go to heal. Visit altaortho.com.
Also coming in the game to catch, and please welcome back from last year, catcher number 17, Zane Becker. Zane Becker behind the plate.
On to the 6th inning from Santa Barbara High School at Eddie Matthews Field. 5-0 Santa Barbara. First pitch and change of the year for the Sturs. Henry Prindle now in the game after Jack Fowler, the southpaw, going 5 shutout innings in line for the win. 1 hit, 1 walk, 5 Ks for Fowler. And also change behind the plate, Zane Becker, returning Forster, now behind the plate. He'll take over for Liam Wilson. He'll bat out of the 8th spot, and he will lead off the next inning for the Sturs. So 5-0 lead for the Sturs. That's ball 1 up and in to Noah Rodriguez. Rodriguez and then Santiago and then Vasquez, 8-9-1. Philippines, work to do. They have been held to 1 hit to this point. One and one. Rodriguez flew out to left his first time. That was in the 3rd. Got underneath it. Nelson, the first baseman, into foul ground, runs out of real estate. Actually, it does fall in foul ground right between Sandusky, the second baseman, and Nelson, the first baseman, trying to fight the wind, which is blowing in out of the left towards the right field foul pole. And one last note on Jack Fowler. Was 1 batter over the minimum in 5. In line for the first win of the season for the Sturs. 1 and 2 for Rodriguez. Barely missed. 2 and 2. And Prindle spent last year with Creighton, actually spent the last 2 years with Creighton. He has his first strikeout. 1 away.
And that strikeout brought to you by Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating. For the Philippines, it's shortstop number
Henry this past year with Creighton, 9 appearances. Just over 6 innings. And the Las Vegas native takes over, the first man out of the pen today. And out of this first man out of the pen this season for Santa Barbara. Now has to deal with the number 9 batter, Santiago. Strike 1. Santiago bounced over to second his first time. That was in the 3rd. 1 and 1. Top of the order on deck for the Philippines. These two teams met 3 times last year, with Santa Barbara winning all 3 games against the affiliate of the CCL South. And by the way, the 3rd game, which was on July 17th, 10-3 win for the Sturs. It was Noah Waldeck who got the decision, picked up the win in that game. Noah also back, returning this year with the Sturs. It's now 1 and 2. Lifted to left, and it is down right in front of Ippolito. And a 1-out knock for Santiago. Santiago gets on in front of Vasquez at the top of the order. That was just the 2nd hit of the game for the Philippines. So no more Vasquez. He's 0 for 2. A strikeout and a fly out to left. Right down the chute at 90 from Henry Prindle. 0-1. And Henry currently undeclared about where he will head next after spending the last 2 years with Creighton. Gets ahead, 0-2 on Vasquez. And Henry sitting at 6'5", 210. Out on the bump now for the Sturs. Ball one. Santiago on first. One down. That ball's down 2-2. Remember, Becker now behind the plate. Bats at the 8 spot for Liam Wilson. Now, it's a good day for Wilson behind the plate also. Worked a walk, scored a run, along with an RBI for Liam in his Forster debut. 2-2 to Vasquez. That's fouled off to the right and out of play. The first year of the Forsters, as we know them now, was in 1991. Head coach at that time for the first couple years was Bob Townsend. And Bill Pintard took over as first year's manager in 95. Bill Pintard now in his 32nd year as a manager with the Sturs. Throw down to first, back in is Santiago. The count is now full. And Bill Pintard also approaching 1,200 career wins as the manager for the Sturs. After the first hit since the third inning, the 3-2 pitch is fouled off by Vasquez. After Vasquez, Vanderpool. Top of 6, second game of the season for the Philippines. Runners on the move, it's ball 4. So after a strikeout started the inning, a base hit and a base on balls as Vasquez reaches for the first time today. And the number 2 batter, Vanderpool. Okay, both times he faced Fowler, went down looking, with Jack, the starting left-hander, collecting 5 Ks in his Forster debut. In line for the win. Becker and Prindle talked this over. Remember, Zane was with the Forsters last year. And Becker played in 16 games during the CCL season. Really split time with Cole Chamberlain, the 2 main backstops last year's team. Cole Chamberlain will also be returning this year for the Forsters. Two on, 1 out. And Vanderpool, opportunity to cut into this deficit. Ball 1. There will be a pinch hitter on deck to hit for Pina. Eric Espinosa will pinch hit after Vanderpool. The lead runner, Santiago, after the Vasquez walk. 2-0. It is a 5-0 lead for Santa Barbara. And right now, Vanderpool ahead 3-0. Henry Prindle lost Vasquez. Now falls behind 3-0 to the number 2 batter with the pinch hitter on deck. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk for Vanderpool and back-to-back base on balls given up by Prindle. And the bases loaded, filled with. Now the pinch hitter, Eric Espinosa. Hits for Pina out of the 3 spot. And still with just a single out, an opportunity for the Philippines to get themselves back into this game. And the way the trend has gone, Sturs pushed in 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, tacked on 1 more in the last. What an opportunity for the Philippines, and Espinosa coming in off the bench. Manu hails from Redondo Beach. Takes strike 1. Espinosa yesterday 0 for 2 against MLB Academy. And Espinosa finished up his sophomore year with Long Beach CC this past college season. High and tight, 1-1. Strike 2. The 1-2 pitch to Espinosa. Good block by Becker, 2-2. The last 3 have all reached for the Philippines. Henry Prindle took over in this inning. Can he find a ground ball to get out of this jam? There's already been 1 double play turned by the Sturs in this game. Bouncer, Woodworth, Sandusky on the first, not in time. 1 run in, couldn't be shoveled up by Nelson. Looked like the throw might have been late, but the first run on the board, Santiago plates it from third. So Espinosa reaching on the fielder's choice, brings home the first run of the game.
Pinch hitting for the Philippines, number 14, Austin Bash.
Another pinch hitter, Austin Bash. Bash hitting for Hoffman now at the 4 spot. 1 run in, 2 down. Sprays off the first pitch and out of play. Strike 1. So Espinosa able to bring in the first run of the game. Coming in off the bench when he hit for Pena. And Bash now with runners on the corners. Sees no 1. Got underneath it and back out of play. Strike 2. Final line for Hoffman. End up going 0 for 1 with a walk. That's a strikeout to end the inning. Bash goes down swinging. Prindle picks up his second K, but the Philippines bring home their first run of the game through 5.5, 5-1 Foresters from Eddie Matthews Field.
Fans coming around real soon. You're going to have an opportunity to take part in the 50-50 raffle. You buy some tickets, we pick a winner, and you...
It's out of here. It's tough to tell whether that's another Foresters home run or one of the many flights going out of the Santa Barbara Airport. With 22 daily departures and 11 direct destinations, including Chicago, Dallas, Las Vegas, San Diego, and Seattle, there's no need to drive and fly when you can take off local at the Santa Barbara Airport. Prepare for a departure from the usual travel experience. Choose SBA and depart differently. A proud partner of the Santa Barbara Foresters.
Bottom of 6, 5-1 lead for the Sturs. And Becker, who came in defensively in the last half inning, leads off. Becker, Despain, Grease. High and tight on the first pitch by Kai Sanchez. There have been a couple of changes defensively for the Philippines. Sanchez now takes over the right-hander. That first pitch high and tight at 92. Defensively, Rodriguez is now in left. Espinosa, who pinch hits in center. Austin Bash is in right. 1 ball, 1 strike on Zane Becker. Becker batting at the 8 spot for Liam Wilson, and Wilson will end his day with a walk, a run scored, and an RBI. And we said it throughout the course of this game, the Sturs returning 9 players from last year's team. Becker a part of that platoon. Becker last year for the Sturs had 54 plate appearances and played in 10 games this last year with Texas A&M. That was his second year with the A&M Aggies. Two. And got him on the outside corner, 1 away. Becker goes down looking. Sanchez has his first punch out. Remember, Sanchez, the second arm out of the pen today for the Philippines. Now has to deal with Jake Despain at the 9 spot. Ball 1. And it was yesterday for the Philippines when they used 4 arms in their opening day loss to MLB Academy. It was a 5-1 loss, and that's currently where we sit now. 5-1 lead for the Sturs. One and one. Despain 0 for 2. He's fouled out and struck out. First look at Sanchez, and his first 2 times all against a different pitcher. Third different arm today that Despain sees. 2-2. Top of the order on deck. Full count.
Right now, Hop, find yours.
And that's going to hit him. Graze something. And Despain down to first. He's okay.
Back to the top of the order, sponsored by Mission Linen. Please welcome the shortstop, Marco.
So Despain is going to end up hit by a pitch. Down to first with 1 out. It's like he grazed the guard on his arm. Gets on in front of Grease. 1 on, 1 out. 5-1 lead for the Sturs. Bottom of the 6th inning on opening day. And a balk's going to be called. Down to second, Despain. So an RBI chance now for Grease. Already has 1 today on a bunt single. Ball 1. Sanchez locates with 92 miles an hour on the outside corner. Evens the count 1-1. And for the Foresters, as we progress through this season, as it is opening day, we'll get into the history of the Foresters and how we've gotten to where we are today in 2026 with 10 NBC titles. 32nd year with Bill Pintard at the helm. That's a base hit to center. Despain to the plate, and the RBI by Grease extends the Forester lead 6-1. Grease has his second RBI and his second hit and gets on in front of Wyland Nelson.
First baseman, number 28, Wyland Nelson.
Nelson his last time. Ball in the right center field. Came around to score. He's 1 for 3. And at 90, strike 1. So Despain was a benefactor of the balk. Got him down a second. Scored on the RBI by Grease. Now we see Marcos attempt to make a jump. He's now 2 for 4 today. There he goes. That's a strike on the inside corner and a stolen base for Grease. Count is now 0-2 on Nelson. Now a chance for Nelson to extend the Forester lead, but he has to shorten up behind in the count. That skips through. Over to third, Grease. So the wild pitch advances Grease over to third. And a sac fly in play now for Nelson. The Foresters have scored in the last 4 innings. They went down in order through the first 2, courtesy of Gonzalez. Different story since. Stefano is on the hook for the loss after going 3 innings. Gave up 3 runs in the third. Rather, 2 runs in the third. So the Philippines went to the carousel. Started the bullpen in the 4th inning. It's 1-2 on Nelson. He ends up striking out, 2 down. Second K of the inning for Kai Sanchez. Two down, 1 on. Here's Joseph Sandusky.
Joseph Sandusky.
0 for 3. Ground out, reached on an error and flied out to left. 1 run in for the Sturs in the 6th inning on the RBI by Grease, who is at third. That's in the dirt, ball 1. This game was started for the Foresters by Jack Fowler, who ended up going 5 shutout innings. Just a single hit on the ledger for Fowler. Punched out 5 along the way. One and 1 now for Sandusky. Just missed a fraction in, 2 and 1. Sandusky gets ahead 3 and 1. Camberg would be next. And the Foresters, after going in order in the first 2, seen it better at the plate. Pushing runs every inning since the 3rd. 3 and 1 with a man at third base. Full count. The freshman from Round Rock, Texas. Ends up striking out. Foul tip back in the glove of Tagum. And the Sturs will strand one, but they bring home run one on the RBI by Grease after 6-1, Santa Barbara.
We'll do any wingspan, so look around for somebody who's really tall and use their wingspan.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
On to the seventh inning from Santa Barbara High School on the campus of Santa Barbara High School. Thanks for joining us, the Forster Network at Eddie Matthews Field. And now on the hill for the Sturs, Caleb Hoover, the returning Forster, did not pitch for the Sturs last year at the plate. Recorded 108 plate appearances, but the two-way man played recently with South Carolina this past year, and just this morning declared his commitment to Nebraska. So congratulations to Caleb. He's going to be playing for Nebraska next year. And looking to assume his two-way duties. He's now on the hill in his debut for the Sturs. First pitch will miss upstairs at 90, ball one. Sells, Granillo, Tagum scheduled. There will be two pinch hitters coming to the plate. Primanto will be next, and then Dylan Tagum, the other Tagum brother, will hit in two batters' time. One ball up, one ball down, 2-0. Sells is 0 for 1. He's also been hit by a pitch. 6-1 Foresters in the seventh. So Hoover, who did not pitch last summer with the Sturs, was coming off a broken hand that was sustained late in the college season. He's coming back from that hand injury last year. Of course, he got 108 plate appearances, now back throwing. Locates here, 3-1. And Hoover, another man who hails from the Lone Star State. Ends up losing Sells. Leadoff walk starts the seventh for the Philippines. And Sells reaching for the second time today. Now pinch hitter for the DH spot, Granillo, will be Tyler Promonto to hit out of the 6th spot. Promonto spent last year with the Philippines as well. Ended up playing 10 CCL games at 23 plate appearances.
Pinch hitting for the Philippines, we have number 22.
Promonto yesterday was 0 for 2 against the Barons. And now Hoover looks to work around the leadoff walk. Has to deal with Promonto. Squares around, and Becker makes the play. On the attempted bunt, 1 away. One down and 1 on. Well, with another pinch hitter, it'll be Dylan Tagum to hit for his brother at the 7th spot. Micah will end his day going 1 for 2. A double off the wall, which led off the 3rd. And Micah has one of the 2 hits today for the Philippines. The other man is scheduled in 2 batters' time. Santiago, the number 9 batter. It's 1-0. Another fastball from Hoover, 1-1. And it's great to see Caleb back on the hill. Remember that hand injury last year. Took him off the mound. Wasn't a two-way guy this past season with South Carolina. Looking to return into that role. And he gets ahead 1-2 on Dylan Tagum. Prior to South Carolina last year was at Grayson College in Texas. That's in there, 2 down. Hoover has his first strikeout of the season.
Hitting for the Philippines, we have Noah Rodriguez.
It's 1 on 2 down. That brings up Noah Rodriguez. 0 for 2 day. A flyout and a strikeout. And Hoover, after that leadoff walk, settling in and filling up the zone more and more. That last fastball at 90 from Hoover. 0-1. So now to this point in this game, we've seen Caleb Hoover, Makani Nabarro, Kurt Ippolito, and Zane Becker. 4 men that have all played with the Foresters in prior years. Ippolito was 2 years ago. The remaining 3 all played last year. So a number of guys yet to arrive here. The grounds of Eddie Matthews Field. Sawyer Farr, the switch hitter. Cole Chamberlain, along with a couple other arms for the Sturs. It's 2-1. Ball 3. Should Rodriguez reach to continue the inning, it would be Santiago. Full count. Payoff pitch to Rodriguez. That's spoiled back into the fencing. Remains 3-2. Remember, it started with Sells, a leadoff walk. That's where he currently remains. The attempted bunt by Promonto was retired by Becker behind the dish. Dylan Tagum, the pinch hitter, went down looking. And once again, 3-2. Hoover to Rodriguez. That's outside third foul.
Good pitch, Coop. Good pitch, Coop.
Look back to last year for Hoover. Spent a lot of time also at first base. Starting first baseman today for the Sturs, Nelson. Again, how this roster will change in the coming weeks with more guys arriving. And the battle continues between Rodriguez and Hoover. Got additional returners that we've already mentioned, Farr, Chamberlain. Also some players with Oklahoma still continuing their college season. So this roster very fluid in the next couple weeks until it really locks in. End of June, early July, heading into then Wichita at the end of July. To Sandusky, nice play at second to end the inning. Hoover works around the leadoff walk, next three retired. It's time to stretch from Santa Barbara. Sturs on top, 6-1.
Well, fans, it's the middle of the seventh inning as they've been doing in baseball.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
It's out of here. It's tough to tell whether that's another Foresters home run or one of the many flights going out of the Santa Barbara Airport. With 22 daily departures and 11 direct destinations, including Chicago, Dallas, Las Vegas, San Diego, and Seattle, there's no need to drive and fly when you can take off local at the Santa Barbara Airport. Prepare for a departure from the usual travel experience. Choose SBA and depart differently. A proud partner of the Santa Barbara Foresters.
Bottom of 7, 6-1 Foresters lead. Camberg, Woodworth, Nabarro, 4-5-6. Get their first look at Kai Sanchez. That's on the outside corner at 84, strike one. Camberg, his last time worked a walk, stole a base, was stranded at third. Here's an 0-1. Aiden starting as the DH on opening day. A 34-game regular season schedule for the Sturs, and then obviously heading to the NBC tournament over in Wichita. A title that they've claimed on 10 occasions, last of which in 2022. Bill Pintard, we have yet to see him make a visit to the Hill. The legendary manager now in his 32nd year. Camberg gets ahead 3-1 on Kai Sanchez, who is the second arm out of the pen after Gonzalez ended up going 3. Holquin went 2. And that's a leadoff walk to start the 7th. Second base on balls this game for Camberg. Gets on in front of Josh Woodworth.
Sponsored by Pacific Press. Number 20, the third baseman, Josh
He's 1 for 3, an RBI. He's also swiped the base. Nearly hits him. Ball 1. Woodworth, like the man who started this game on the hill, just spent his freshman year at Pepperdine this past season. That is scorched down the line, but that is foul. And Woodworth hammered that ball down the left field line, and Josh hailing from Ventura, graduate of Ventura High School. Even at a high school, 2-time perfect game All-American, also Max Preps All-American, heading into his freshman year with Pepperdine. He's also spent some time on the hill with the Waves. 1 on, nobody out. There goes the runner. It's a strike at the plate. And down to second safely goes Camberg. That is the 6th stolen base this game for the Sturs. And the 2nd stolen base of the day for Aiden. In the scoring position, and it's now 1-2 on Woodworth. Remember, the Sturs 91 stolen bases last year. That's in just 32 games and 119 attempts. Woodworth takes ball 2. Pitch from Sanchez just barely missed on the inside corner. An opportunity for the Sturs to tack on more. But nobody out. The count is now full on Woodworth. After him, Makani Nabarro. The Sturs have scored in every inning since the 3rd. RBI chance for Josh. Gets away. It's ball 4 for him, and over to 3rd goes Camberg on the errant pitch. Runners on the corners, nobody out. So Woodworth reaching safely for the 2nd time today and does well after falling behind in the count. Ends up working a walk against Kai Sanchez. And Sanchez, who took over in the last, I'll have a conversation with one of the coaches for the Philippines. But the Foresters, as we know them now, founded in 1991, headed by Bob Townsend, who was the manager and head coach for a couple years. Bill Pintard, who now leads the helm, was a pitching coach for a few years until assuming full responsibilities in 95. And is now year 32 for Bill Pintard over in the first base dugout. But the original Foresters, originally created in 1948, semi-pro team here in the Santa Barbara area. And if you ask why the name Foresters in an area like Santa Barbara, well, it was the Foresters Lodge of America who approached locals in the area for a baseball team, and they kept the name of the Foresters via the Foresters Lodge of America. And as a result, the Foresters were created back in 48. That's down and away from Nabarro. Runners on the corners, nobody out in a 6-1 game in the 7th. Makani 0 for 1, but he has walked. He's been hit by a pitch. He's stole a base and scored a run. Sanchez falls behind 2-0 to Makani. We said his last time and throughout the course of this game will now take his talents to the Rainbow Warriors, the University of Hawaii, who will be moving to the Mountain West this summer. All the changes to college athletics, conference realignments, Nabarro will join the Bows after spending the last 2 years at Cuesta. Took a strike. It's now 2-1. Ball 3. McConney this last year with Cuesta hit .305. 29 batted in runs. So you got Camberg over at third. In a favorable count. 3-2. Ippolito next. (3-2) to McConney. That's ball 4, loading them up. 3 walks start the 7th, and Navarro reaching safely for the 3rd time today. Ippolito to the plate. And it looks like a pitch and change. Sanchez, his day complete. And a new arm entering for the Philippines. There's some changes coming in. Bases loaded, nobody out in the 7th. Bases filled with Foresters, 6-1 ball game. New arm will be Gavin Vanderpool, who started at first base, now in to throw. Starts off with a called strike on Kurt Ippolito. Nobody out. 3 straight walks given up by Philippines pitching, and Ippolito is a 2-for-3 day. He's stolen 2 bases, scored 2 runs. What a chance for Kurt. Did not play with the Stars last year. Played in Santa Barbara in 2024. And an impressive return to Eddie Matthews Field. One and one. So with Vanderpool entering the pitch, Philippines lose their DH, and what's that mean? Promonto now in at second. Sells is now at first. Vasquez is now at third. Two and one on Ippolito. Strike two. And rather, it's Noah Rodriguez at second base, and Primanto, who is in the DH spot, is now in left field. Two balls, two strikes on Kurt Ippolito. Good play by Tagume. Full count. Nobody out, bases filled with Sturs. And a strikeout for out number one. Vanderpool gets his man one away. So now a ground ball to get out of this inning. That would be remarkable for Vanderpool. He'll have to deal with Zane Becker, who will hit for the second time today after he entered defensively for Liam Wilson, who started behind the plate and caught for Jack Fowler. Ball one. Zane struck out his first time. And Vanderpool, who's now in this game, he worked yesterday. Recorded 3 outs yesterday in the loss to the MLB Academy Barons. That's a fly ball to left. Back is Primanto and right in front of the wall, right at the coat beam, but that ball is over. And Zane Becker goes deep, and the Sturs have their first home run, a grand slam, 10-1 in the 7th.
Sponsored by Mission Linen. Please welcome the right fielder, number 43, Jake Despain.
So Becker, the first home run for the Sturs this season. And now Despain at the plate. That's strike one. And it looked like Primanto had a chance at that ball. So the Sturs capitalize on the 3 walks in the 7th. Becker breaks the back of the Philippines. He went around, got knotted up. 0-2 on Jake Despain, who last time was hit by a pitch. Came around to score on an RBI by Grease. Ball one. After Despain will be Grease. Remember when these two teams met for the second time last year, there was the Sturs who prevailed 18-1. And Santa Barbara's now pushed in 10 through 6 1/3. 2-1. Even though the Foresters had a 4-game edge over Conejo, the CCL South last year was Conejo, who won the championship in the CCL, with the Foresters going to the NBC. That's strike 3. Despain will go down looking, 2 down.
Back to the top of the order for the Foresters, sponsored by Pacific Press. Please welcome shortstop number 1, Marcos Grease.
So that's going to bring up Grease. Base is clear, 2 down, 4 runs in. And the trend has continued since that 3rd inning. The Sturs have pushed in a run, at least 1 in every inning since the 3rd. 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, sticks in the 5th and 6th, and then the grand slam by Becker to break open this game even more. It's now 1-1 for Marcos Grease. 2 balls, 1 strike on Grease, 2 for Forte, 2 ribbies. Breaking ball from Vanderpool missing 3-1. Remember, Vanderpool started at first, and all the changes defensively. Philippines losing their DH. Full count. A shot in the right center field. It's a long run for Espinosa, but he's there without number 3. But the damage done. The 3 walks and the Zane Becker grand slam makes it a 10-1 game after 7.
10-1 as we head into the 8th inning. Time to draw the winner of the 50-50 raffle. Everybody get your tickets ready. And I'm going to read out the number, and you're going to go home with 13.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
Eighth inning, Santa Barbara High School, Eddie Matthews Field, 10-1, Santa Barbara. The Stars opening day, new arm on the hill. Trent Roach takes over for Caleb Hoover. Blazes past the first pitch at 93 against Santiago. 9-1-2, Santiago Vasquez Vanderpool. Roach, the third man out of the pen today after Fowler went 5 in line for the win. And 2 quick strikes on Santiago. Santiago has one of the 2 hits today for the Philippines. Micah Tagium has the first. Santiago has the last, which came with 1 out in the 6th. In the hole here, ball 1. Trent Roach just finished up his freshman year at Cal. Hails from Hollister, California, and actually is in a very impressive year for Trent with Cal. 16 appearances, pitched over 30 innings, 2.93 ERA on the year. 2-2. Last time he pitched his true freshman season was at Stanford on May 19th. Pitched an inning. No hits, no runs, K'd 1 along the way. 2-2. Here's Nelson. Does it himself. 1 away. That's going to bring up Nomar Vasquez. Vasquez scheduled pinch hitter will be Lewis.
Pinch hitting for the Philippines, we have Caden Lewis.
Caden Lewis hits out of the top spot in the order. Base is clear. 1 down. 10-1 lead for the Sturs. Strike 1. Vasquez ends his day going 0 for 2 with a walk. There have been 4 walks given up by Santa Barbara pitching. Again, just 2 hits today against this Philippines team that just amassed 3 yesterday in their 5-1 loss to MLB Academy. And it's never easy for any of the affiliate teams in the CCL. Always having to play on the road, a lot of travel. One and one. Lewis takes strike 2. And Caden, yesterday against the Barons, recorded 4 ABs. Goes down swinging, 2 down. Really good pitch from Trent Roach. 2 down.
Up for the Philippines is pitcher Gavin Vanderpool.
Here's Vanderpool. 0 for 2 with a walk. And he's now on the hill. Philippines losing their DH after Vanderpool started at first. So a 2 down. Vanderpool will take ball 1 at 91 from Trent Roach. Vanderpool pitched an inning yesterday, called upon again for the Philippines here in their 2nd game of the season. That's a bounce over to Sandusky, and he can't recover. Vanderpool aboard with 2 down in the 8th. And Eric continues the inning to bring up Espinosa.
Now hitting is Eric Espinoza, center fielder.
Espinosa, his first time when he came in off the bench for Pena. Picked up an RBI when he reached on fielder's choice. 1 on, 2 down. 10-1 Forester lead. Another bouncer over to Sandusky. He makes amends to retire the side. Bottom of the 8th. Forester's coming up. Nelson, Sandusky, Camberg. 10-1 SB.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a 3rd-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
Bottom of 8, Foresters leading 10-1. More changes now coming for the Philippines. Braden Sells, who is just at first base, takes over on the hill. So Sells now pitching. Vanderpool back to first base where he started. Noah Rodriguez is now at third, and Caden Lewis, who pinch hit for Vasquez, takes over at second. Sturs have scored in every inning since the third, leading by 9 runs. Ball 1 to Nelson. Nelson, a 1-for-4 day, a run scored. He doubled into right center back in the 5th. That's in the right field, base hit. Leadoff single starts the 8th for the Sturs. Here's Joseph Sandusky. One on, nobody out. And this year with Weatherford College, slugged over 500, 10 long balls for the then freshman. Ball 1. It was a season to go for the Foresters. 27 wins, 11 losses, their overall record, including the NBC. And looking at that NBC tournament in the group stage, the NBC's format really like the World Cup. You have a bunch of groups. Top 2 teams advance into the knockout rounds. The Sturs went 3-0 and really cruised through the group stage, even 2 run rule victories. The NBC instilling run rules to keep the pace of play up, along with even the baseball around the clock. 36 consecutive hours baseball games going. The Sturs, their midnight game was started 2 minutes prior to 1 o'clock. Playing late into the Wichita evening. It is now 3-1 on Sandusky. After the leadoff single by Nelson, a full count on Sandusky. Well done by Sells to get himself back into it. That's ball 4. Nice plate appearance by Sandusky. He reaches safely. 2 on, nobody out in the home half of the 8th. That's going to bring up the DH, Aiden Camberg. Aiden, his last 2 times, has walked. First 2 times was retired. And when he's reached, he's also stolen 2 bases. He's scored 1 run. Strike 1. Camberg was a second-team all-conference selection with Santa Barbara City College. Last year, I should say this year, with Pepperdine. 15 starts in 20 games that he played. Had 43 ABs. In his 5th plate appearance of the day, gets ahead 2-1. After Camberg, Woodworth. If you're wondering, the Philippines will have 4, 5, 6 in the 9th inning. That's high and tight, ball 4. And Camberg, for his 3rd straight plate appearance, reaches on a walk. And back-to-back walks given up by Sells. Load up the bases after the leadoff single by Nelson. And that brings up Josh Woodworth. So the last 2 innings, the first 3 have all reached for the Sturs. And with nobody out, Woodworth who was 1 for 3 with a walk and an RBI and a run scored. Bases filled with Sturs. 10-1 in the 8th. Breaking ball just misses upstairs, ball 1. On the outside corner, 1-1. Another guy playing with Pepperdine this past year. Two and 1. We've seen all the different defensive configurations. Vanderpool starting in the field, Sells as well. With these affiliate teams, smaller rosters, bunch of two-way guys, different defensive configurations. And of course, all the games on the road as an affiliate in the CCL. 10 full franchise teams, 5 in the north, 5 in the south. Now 2-2. That is line, base hit. Nelson in, Sandusky to the plate. And a 2-run single by Woodworth. Sturs on top, 12-1 in the 8th. First 4 have all reached to bring up Nabarro. Makani has only recorded 1 AB thus far. He's walked twice, been hit by a pitch, scored 2 runs. And Nabarro, especially early last season, was the on-base machine. Got under this one. In the right field, it will be Bosch with out number 1. Runners advance. Productive out for Nabarro. Camberg over to third, down to second, Woodworth. That's going to bring up Ippolito. Kurt is 2 for 4. 2 runs scored, 2 stolen bases for number 18, making his return to Santa Barbara. Good to see Kurt early before the start of this game. Happy to be back with the Foresters. Spent the last 2 years at Central Christian College, Kansas, the Trophy Club native of Texas. So he's ball 1. Kurt mainly hit this season, also pitched a couple innings with Central Christian. Gets ahead 2-0. And this past season hit .363, brought home 48. And he's got his first RBIs of the season sitting out on the bases. Ball 3. Becker next for the Sturs. 3-0 for Kurt. Strike 1. So Sells taking the mound for the first time this season. After 4 arms were used yesterday. 3-1. Sprayed off to the right, now to play. Remember, the Sturs will play another affiliate tomorrow of the CCL, Santa Maria Indians. But right now it's 3-2. That's in the right field, and that ball is down. Ippolito has his 3rd hit, and an RBI as well. Camberg plates the 3rd run of the inning. Woodworth over to 3rd. And Kurt Ippolito. What a day. He's 3 for 5 with 2 doubles. As Austin Bosch, who nearly made the play out and right. 13-1 Santa Barbara, and it's now Becker who left the yard his last time with the grand slam. Ball one. Two and 0. The 8th spot on the lineup card today is 5 RBIs. Of course, Becker, the grand slam, and Liam Wilson picked up his first earlier this game. Sells falls behind 3 and 0. That's in there, strike one. Despain scheduled next, but there will be a pinch hitter. Brooks Fisher standing on deck. Ball four. Third walk of the inning to go along with 3 hits for the Sturs. And that brings up the pinch hitter, Brooks Fisher. So Brooks spent his freshman year with Tufts University, a D3 school over in Massachusetts, playing with the Jumbos, the mascot for Tufts. A native of California, Studio City. Stands in with the bases loaded, 1 away. Strike one. What a chance for Fisher. Bases loaded. 1-1. Just 7 games this season with Tufts in his freshman campaign. Graduate just recently, Harvard Westlake High School down in the Los Angeles area. 1-1. Three runs already in the 8th inning. Two and two. After Fisher, back to the top of the order. 2-2. Full count. Fly ball to shallow center. Santiago goes back for out number 2. 2 down. And that brings up the top of the order, pinch hitter. Marcus Grease, his day complete. Will go 2 for 5, 2 RBI. Max Weddle will now hit. So Weddle to hit out of the top spot. Bases remain loaded, 2 down. And Max, recent graduate of this very high school, I should say, soon to be graduate. And Max will take first pitch strike. Committed to Chaminade in Hawaii. Play out of the Pac West. Play the likes of Westmont, located just down the road here in Santa Barbara. 0-1. Another high strike, 0-2. 2 runs in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. Single runs in the 5th, 6th, 4 in the last, and 3 currently in the 8th. Ball 1. And Max Weddle is the 9th batter of this inning for Santa Barbara. Wyland Nelson, who led it off, is on deck. That's popped up. Tagume in the foul ground. Can't make the catch. Right near the on-deck circle outside your picture. And Weddle will have another crack at it. Max playing under longtime coach for the Foresters, Steve Shuck. Head coach with the Santa Barbara High School. Mains 1-2. 2-2. That is called strike 3. And the K ends the inning, but Santa Barbara push in 3 more runs. On to the 9th, 13-1 Sturs on opening day.
Foresters fans love to watch a winning team. Like the Foresters, Coastal Copy has also put together a winning team. For more than 50 years, the friendly folks at Coastal Copy have been your local source for copiers, printers, and equipment service for businesses of all sizes. Call them today at 800-995-8835 or visit coastalcopy.com. Coastal Copy is proud to be a sponsor of the Foresters radio family and of the Hugs for Cubs. Coastal Copy and the Foresters, second to none.
On to the 9th inning. Sturs now lead 13-1 over the Philippines baseball group. Austin Bash leads off. Strike 1 from a new pitcher for the Sturs, Lucian Wexberg. Now on the hill. 4th man out of the bullpen today. Big hopper over to first. Nelson Wexberg makes the play. 1 away. Good cover by Lucian. Nice pickup by Nelson. The Philippines down to their final 2 outs. That's going to bring up Sells. He's 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch and also a walk. There's also some changes defensively for the Sturs. Max Weddle remains in this game now at second. Sandusky shifted over to short. Brooks Fisher remains in the game now in right. That is up the middle. Tough play. Weddle gets his man, 2 down. And you can hear some extra shouts from that first base dugout from the man who knows this field very well. Graduate of Santa Barbara High School this year, Max makes the play. 2 down. Lucian looking for one more out. Has to deal with Primanto. Now in left field. Starts off the plate appearance with the ball in the dirt. On the inside corner at 92, 1-1. Primanto, just his second plate appearance of the day. On an attempted bunt, which was caught by Zane Becker behind the plate. Good slider. 2-1. And Lucian looking for one more good pitch to give the Foresters their first win of the season. Wexburg spent the last 2 years with Pepperdine, also spent some time with Westmont down the road. And he is the final man of the ball game. 3 up, 3 down for Lucian Wexburg in his Forester debut. Final score on opening day for the Stars, 13-1, as Santa Barbara take down the Philippines baseball group. The Philippines will fall to 0-2 on the year. And the Stars take down the Philippines to win their first game of the season. Game 1 of 34 of the regular year. And Santa Barbara put their first win into the win column. Stars will be back in action tomorrow against another affiliate of the CCL, the Santa Maria Indians. The former and longtime rival of the Foresters will be back in the CCL playing the Foresters for the first time in a number of years. That game will be slated for first pitch at 2 o'clock local time tomorrow on Sunday the 7th. We appreciate you joining us. First game of many on the Foresters Broadcast Network. We appreciate you sticking with us. Once again, the final score in Game 1, 13-1. Jack Fowler picks up the win, going 5 shutout innings, allowing just a single hit and striking out 5. Fowler picks up the first win of the season. For everyone behind the scenes, for all of our interns, all of our crew, for the entire team for the Santa Barbara Foresters, I'm Hunter Shoemake saying so long. We'll see you tomorrow. First pitch at 2 o'clock local time against the Santa Maria Indians.